আসসালামু আলাইকুম, শুভ সন্ধ্যা। এটিএন বাংলার এখনকার আয়োজন এডুকেশন আওয়ারে আপনাদেরকে স্বাগত। আমি সিরাজুল বাসিত চৌধুরী আপনাদেরকে শুভেচ্ছা জানাচ্ছি। আমরা আবার চলে আসলাম এক সপ্তাহ পর আপনাদের সাথে কথা বলার জন্য। আমাদের আজকের টপিক আর একটা সুন্দর টপিক আমরা নিয়ে এসেছি কথা বলার জন্য, ফ্রি স্কুল, লন্ডন এন্টারপ্রাইজ একাডেমি। ফ্রি স্কুল ইংল্যান্ডে বিভিন্ন এলাকায় প্রাইমারি এবং সেকেন্ডারি ফ্রি স্কুল চালু হয়েছে। ফ্রি স্কুলটা কি আমরা একটু পরেই বুঝবো, আপনারা হয়তো অনেকেই জানেন। এবং বিশেষ করে টাওয়ার হ্যামলেটসে একটা ফ্রি স্কুল আজ থেকে ওপেন হলো নতুনভাবে, এটা সেকেন্ডারি স্কুল, ওটার নাম হলো লন্ডন এন্টারপ্রাইজ একাডেমি। তো আমরা এই স্কুল নিয়ে কথা বলবো এবং বিশেষ করে ফ্রি স্কুলের যে ভবিষ্যৎ এবং এইমস অ্যান্ড অবজেক্টিভস, স্টুডেন্টস বিষয় নিয়ে বিভিন্ন বিষয় নিয়ে আমরা কথা বলবো। আমার সাথে চারজন অতিথি এখন আছেন। আমাদের সাথে চেয়ার অফ গভর্নর্স আছেন, আমাদের সাথে একজন গভর্নর এবং দুজন স্টুডেন্ট। তা আসুন তাহলে পরিচিত হই আমার চারজন সম্মানিত অতিথির সাথে। অন মাই লেফট, শাহজাহান আলম is the chair of governor, London Enterprise Academy. Assalamu alaikum, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you very much for coming and welcome to the program.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you. On my far left is another parent governor, Rahima Ali JP. Assalamu alaikum and good evening.
Assalam.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, fine, thank you.
Thank you very much for coming and welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us.
On my right, two lovely students sitting here. After a whole day work, you are here and your first day at school, isn't it? On my right, Shah Mustafiz Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum and good evening.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
I'm really good.
Thank you and nice to see you here
Thank you.
and welcome to the program. And on my far right, Sahiba Rahman. Assalamu alaikum, Sahiba Rahman.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
Fine.
Nice to see you here and welcome to the program. Okay. How was the day today?
Good.
Good? What is good about?
Well, on our first day, we actually went on a trip, so it was kind of surprising.
Fantastic. How lucky you are. First day. You don't know you are going on a trip. Big surprise.
Yeah.
Did you go to trip as well?
No, I didn't.
No. Because you are in two different classes, are you? Oh, that's why. So it's a special surprise for your class, your form, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. How was your day?
It was good.
Good? In which way? Good. Tell me two things you really enjoyed.
I liked when we did the test on the computers because we got to when we got to learn new things about patterns and stuff.
Very good, very good. I'll ask you more questions, yeah? About your day, about yourself, about your study. You are, which year you are in?
I'm in year 7.
Year 7. What about you? Year 7. So you just finished your year 6 from primary school and you are in a secondary school, isn't it? It's a big transition, yeah? And think about in primary school, you are in the oldest class, isn't it? And now you are in the
The youngest.
youngest class. Oh, we'll talk more about that. So, Shahjahan Alam, if I start off with what is a free school?
It's a good question because a lot of people, some people know what a free school is, a lot of people don't.
Maybe some people know, but it would be good for our viewers to know more about free school.
Definitely. So free schools are just like normal schools, really. The difference is that free schools aren't under the local authority, so they are independent of the local authority.
Right.
So when we get funded, so London Enterprise Academy, our funding comes directly from the Department for Education, and we are accountable directly to the Department for Education.
Right.
We are also sort of under the same sort of regulation and legislation as any other school. And we, for example, we have to have Ofsted common inspectors, and they did so about 4 weeks before we opened.
Right.
4 weeks ago. And we had to satisfy them that our school was fit for...
and you are 100% ready to start.
100% ready to start, and we have started. So the important thing is they're just like any other school, and another sort of fallacy or misconception people have is that free schools are not free, basically, because they're independent from the local authority. That's not true. Our school is completely free, and also
So students, they don't have to pay any tuition fees.
students do not have to pay any tuition fees. Yeah. Now, another sort of word that people will hear is academy. Free schools are basically academies, and the academy sort of idea was introduced by the coalition government. In fact, the Labour government sort of introduced it beforehand as well. But the concept is that academies are independent of the local authority and free. What has happened in the past is a lot of schools that were in existence became academies and became autonomous from the local authority. The difference between academies and free schools, those academies that sort of changed from being a local authority school to a free school and to an academy, and us, is that we start from scratch.
Right.
And that's very much a benefit because we start with a blank canvas.
Right.
So we, as a group of teachers, academics, business people, got together and thought, okay, the government has given us an opportunity to have a vision for a school and implement that vision and start a school.
Right.
And this is how we got here, basically.
That's very good. We'll talk more about that then.
Sure.
Rahima Ali JP, you are a parent governor of the school, obviously. And tell us about your involvement as a parent governor.
I think it was actually by default because I was looking to see where Sahiba would be going to school.
Right.
So obviously we got the prospectus and I was going through the school, and what came out was the way in which subjects and the way in which the school was presented seemed very, very attractive. And I think even knowing then there was no building, because obviously it wasn't until later that a building was secured. It was the way in which the school was presented, the way in which the governors already that were there trying to put this vision together. They came from a varied background. So before I was even there, you had ex-head teachers, you had professionals, lawyers, etc. And that in itself seemed really attractive. And the other good thing was, because there were so many open days, you were able to go in, and then Ashid, who is the head teacher, he actually gave presentations to the various schools, primary schools, to the students, as well as to the parents. So then you was able to actually see it for yourself.
And did you have chance to ask many questions?
All the time. I mean, I think one of the things was in terms of consultation, that was really good. So parents who were or are looking to send their children or just weren't even sure, they were able to ask as many questions as possible as to how do we see this going forward, what is going to be happening. You don't have any teachers, how will that come about? You don't have a building, what will happen? So you were able to ask these questions, and it was, for me personally, it was through those questions and through the answers that I thought this is actually a good thing for my daughter to go to. And the subjects that were there was very, very interesting. And in terms of, there's a separate enrichment curriculum as well. So you were able to choose from a list of, I think it's about 10 or so, I can't
Subjects.
remember.
Yeah,
which you could do in addition to the normal mainstream
Academic
subjects.
qualifications,
Yeah,
whatever they
so
are.
you've got your English, geography, RE, maths, all of those subject science were already there. But then you had an extra
Then you have
one.
options there as well.
Definitely. And again, it was a free school. So it kind of like added to everything else. And also the other thing is the sizes of the classes, because they've always maintained that they want the sizes of the classes to be smaller. So
Right.
you have more one-to-one interaction. So the teacher is able to do more of a one-to-one or small group work, which again is beneficial to the students themselves. And I think all of that coupled together, I kind of like, I said to Ashid Bhai on the phone, I said, look, when it does come up, I would really like to put myself forward as a parent. I kind of forcibly put myself forward to begin with, but I was lucky and fortunate enough, to able to even go in and have, just from the sidelines, see the meetings, that, they invited me. It was just so inviting that you just couldn't. You were just, you know, completely gobbled up in all of it. So, yeah, so it was really by default.
Yeah, good. We'll talk more about this. সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, আমরা কথা বলছি ফ্রি স্কুল নিয়ে। খানিকক্ষণ আগেই আমাদের চেয়ার অফ গভর্নর এই স্কুলের লন্ডন এন্টারপ্রাইজ একাডেমি শাহজাহান আলম উনি বলে গেলেন ফ্রি স্কুল কী, এবং আমরা আরেকজন প্যারেন্ট গভর্নর রাহিমা আলী জেপির সাথে কথা বলছি। আমার সাথে দুজন স্টুডেন্ট রয়েছে এখানে। আপনারা ফোন করে কোনো প্রশ্ন, কোনো মন্তব্য করবেন। আপনাদের যদি প্রশ্ন থাকে বিশেষ করে ফ্রি স্কুলের ব্যাপারে এবং লন্ডন এন্টারপ্রাইজ একাডেমির ব্যাপারে আমরা আপনাদের আনসার করবো, এবং কোনো মন্তব্য থাকলে আপনারা করবেন। Now, Sahiba, you are listening to your mom. Your mom was saying why, because I asked your mom about her role as a parent governor, and she very much liked. So before going, I know you started today, but did you have chance? I know your mom said, did you visit the school before starting your school?
Yeah.
Yeah? So tell me just one thing. I know you mentioned one thing, another thing you like the best. Or you think, okay, if I go to this school, I'll really enjoy that. Or I will be really learning something about this.
I liked it when we did art as well before lunch because we got to learn lots of different techniques we could use and skills.
Right. Good, good. So when you were in year 6, right, what was your favorite subject?
English.
English. Good. Any other?
Art.
Art. I know you mentioned art, so that's very good. And you can find this facility in your new school as well, isn't it? So did you make some friends today, new friends?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Good. And what about your lunch? Did you have lunch in school, or did you have to go out?
They gave us lunch in the school.
Right. So you had your good lunch, yeah? Very good. Now, Mustafiz, can I call you Shah Mustafiz or Mustafiz? Any? Right. Tell me your one experience. I know you said good. One thing. Something you enjoy the best today.
Oh, I think the school's good because the first year is just year 7, and then
You feel like proud of we are the oldest class or only class, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah? So did you, before going to your school, I know you started today, did you have chance to go to school to see
yeah.
your parent and yourself? Did you see that? So tell us about your experience before even going to school.
So on the taste study, we basically had one English and one like engineering lesson. And in the engineering lesson, we basically had to make something that you could balance like a ball on it. And my group was 75 centimeters and won the.
Really? So taster session, you enjoyed it. You won, your group won, and so you are very happy with that, yeah? Very good. We'll talk more. We'll take a call now. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. We are live on air ATN Bangla UK. Hello.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. আপনার কোনো প্রশ্ন?
Hello.
জি, আপনি বলুন। আপনাকে শুনছি আমরা। আপনার
Yeah,
কোনো প্রশ্ন?
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. আপনার টিভি ভলিউমটা একটু কমিয়ে ভাই আপনি কথা বলুন।
Yes, my television is off. It's
Please.
completely off.
Carry on. Any comments or any question?
Yes. First of all, I'd like to thank you very much for the show, and thank you for the children to come in as well.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I'd like to say you're doing a very good program. Can you hear me there?
Yes, we are hearing you. We are listening
Yes.
to you. Yeah, please go ahead.
About education. Education, it's a very important a thing in life we need. So that's number one. If you do not have education,
Right.
a degree will get you any job, and
Yeah.
it will be perfect job.
Yeah. Please, can you make it your point very brief, please, brother? Thank you. Hello. Thank you very much. Sorry, we lost the caller. Thank you. I mean, obviously, the person who called was education, something he talked about, very precious thing, isn't it? Now, so have you been successful recruiting the teachers? When I know you started, can you tell us about a little bit about your journey? I mean, I would like to hear that.
Okay.
When first thing you have started off, I know today is the first day of school.
Yeah.
So today is a day of, I would say, your celebration. Yeah.
Definitely. No, today is a very special day. It's the first day that the children started school. We actually opened on Monday, and we had teacher training for 2 days, like schools normally do. Now, the journey started for me anyway, about 2 years ago, when Ashid, Ashid Ali, our principal, he phoned me up one day and he invited me for coffee, and over coffee he convinced me that this project that he wanted to undertake was a good project. And what we did was, I think it was around this time in 2012, and over the next 3 months, we set about, Ashid had recruited a few more people. I think there was a core group of about 6 or 7 people, which included teachers, accountants, myself, and academics as well. And we got together, and the first thing that we had to do was we had to formulate a vision. Exactly what would the school be trying to achieve. And we can come on to that later, but essentially it was about formulating that vision and then writing a document which was 200 pages long, explaining how we would implement that vision and why we would be successful as a group to be able to do that. That took best part of three months or so. January 2013, we submitted the bid to the Department for Education, and then we waited. We waited for 3 months. We waited and
For a reply,
for a reply, and after 3 months, we were invited to give a presentation, to be grilled for 2 hours at the Department for Education. So that many people put in bids, hundreds of schools put in bids, in fact, but they didn't get through to that stage.
Right.
So we were quite happy at that point. Everything's looking very positive, etc., etc. Then we went along to the presentation, and a team presented to the DFE, answered lots of questions, etc. And then again we waited. We waited until about May, June 2013, when we were told, you have been successful, basically. Then it sort of started. What was a sort of document, paper basically, and in people's heads, became, more of a reality. So we met every week, sometimes twice a week, at least a subset of us. So there was a lot of work that went on behind the scenes. We got a development grant from the Department for Education, which funded the sort of meetings and getting on board lawyers, getting on board project managers, getting on board other specialists that could help us in the areas that we may not have the expertise. So we put it all together, and then one of the main things for us was securing a building.
Right.
That was a big part of the journey.
Obviously,
It's very important. And I'd like to take this opportunity actually to thank the parents that have believed in us, because at the point that they applied, we did not have a building. Right. We were able to tell people where the building would be, but within a sort of radius, but we weren't able to tell them the exact building, which building it would be. So thank you everyone for believing in us. We had a few hairy moments. There was a negotiation. It's a lot of money to spend. The Department for Education eventually bought us the building, and when we signed on the dotted line to acquire the building, that was another step forward that made it a complete reality.
We'll carry on more about this. Can I stop you here? Just I will talk to them and I'll say goodbye to the students, because we're coming to the end of the first segment.
I'm just proving it's a long journey. That's
okay. I know, but we are there in the building now, and then we'll talk from there. Now, Sahiba, tell me, what do you want to do in the future? What's your aim and aspiration in the future?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet. Okay. Any idea or any interest? Do you have any interest in anything? Any hobbies? Something you like to do?
I like to paint.
Paint. Okay, good. So maybe you can be a good artist, I mean, I'm talking about as a profession, maybe you can take something else alongside. You can do artwork, and you said you're good in English. Yeah. Okay. So, what else would you like to see in your school happening in the future? You can talk about any games or anything.
I think that I'd like to see like when they like have breaks, and then I'd like to see like the not inside breaks, like outside breaks. Yeah.
Okay, good. So we'll talk more. We have to go to a break. You are staying. Yeah, you are staying. We'll ask more questions. Okay. সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, প্রোগ্রামের এ পর্যায়ে আমাদের একটা বিরতি যেতে হবে। And you just last thing to ask you, Rahima Ali JP. I mean, how did you have a parent group in your school? Like, did you have a group, a focus group, or any kind of parents group? Did you?
In LEA?
Yeah.
We didn't have a parents group per se, but what we did have is a lot of consultations with parents.
Right.
So where you're talking up to the run up to school opening, there were various kind of like open days where parents were able to come along and ask the questions. In addition to that, we had a lot of consultation paperwork, so people were able to say what they would like to see in the school.
Right.
So then in terms of like say the enrichment curriculum, that was actually set up as a direct result of what parents said that they would like to see that their children could study, for example. So henceforth, you know, all the way through the process, parents were asked what they would like to see and how they like to see the school go forward.
Okay. I would say goodbye to you. And I know your daughter Sahiba, she is staying. Obviously, Sahiba, your mom has spoken about the school, and we'll say goodbye to your mom because we'll be talking to Ashid Ali principal later on. Thank you very much for coming and for your valuable time. সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, প্রোগ্রামে এই পর্যায়ে আমাদের একটা বিরতিতে যেতে হবে। বিরতির পর আবারও দেখা হচ্ছে, আমাদের সাথেই থাকবেন। সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, বিরতির পর আবার এডুকেশন আওয়ারে আমরা কথা বলছি আমাদের আজকের টপিক ফ্রি স্কুল লন্ডন এন্টারপ্রাইজ একাডেমি বিষয় নিয়ে। আমার সাথে এখন জয়েন করলেন আমাদের এই যে পার্টিকুলারলি এই যে স্কুলের কথা বলছি লন্ডন এন্টারপ্রাইজ একাডেমি প্রিন্সিপাল আশিদ আলী। আসসালামু আলাইকুম and good evening.
Assalamu alaikum Shahidul bhai.
Welcome to the program. How are
It's a
you?
pleasure to be here.
I must say congratulations, and I believe today is your first day, and we like to say thank you. I remember last time you came here, it was about a year ago.
Since then, you know, we have moved immensely. We've worked really hard to gain the confidence of the local community, share our vision with them, show them that we've got a building, having a series of meetings inside. We held a number of SATs booster classes for the students. So we used to get generally between 45 to 50 students on Saturday mornings coming in. So it gave them a chance to make some friends, as well as, you know, opportunity to improve on their SATs exams. And we also we tried very hard to work with the primary schools. So we brought the students in for taster days so they can meet all our staff and other students as well. And you know, I'm really pleased to say the students who came in today, every single one of them were in full uniform, proudly wearing their purple blazers. And it's a wonderful day for me, my staff, our governors, and everybody else behind the scene who's worked very hard on this project.
Fantastic. I can see the lovely uniform. I like your logo, beautiful color with fantastic logo. And it says London is a, what it says? London Enterprise. Yeah, very special way it is written, isn't it? We'll take a call. Assalamu alaikum, good evening. You are live on air at ATN Bangla UK. May I know who am I speaking to? Hello?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Do you have any comments or any question to the panel?
No, I don't really have a question. I'm basically, my name is Shahid Alam, by the way, and I'm one of the founder members of London Enterprise Academy.
Welcome to the program, bhai. Please.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. আমি বাংলায় বলি।
জি, বাংলায় বলেন।
আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি এই প্রজেক্টটাতে প্রথম থেকে জড়িত ছিলাম। আশিদ ভাইয়ের সাথে আমার পরিচয় since 2000, and obviously I know him really, really well. So যে কমেন্ট আমি করতে চাচ্ছিলাম সেটা হচ্ছে parents and এলাকার লোকজন should know how much this guy has sacrificed over the last 2 years to set up this school. and how dedicated he is. I think I can say, without knowing any other headmasters or principals within Tower Hamlets, that he is, without doubt, the most dedicated and passionate principal that they can hope for. So what I will say is, I'd like to congratulate Ashid Bhai on his achievement, and hopefully he continues to get the support from local parents and local businesses, despite some resistance from various quarters, namely the council. But I think the council will start to come round when they see the quality of education that is being provided by Ashid Bhai and his team.
Thank you very much for a fantastic phone call. Thank you. We appreciate that. Ashid Ali, so tell us briefly about your enrollment. I know your prospectus or your information was published in Tower Hamlet Council booklet for year 6 students last year. When you came here, you showed that. So have you been successful with your enrollment?
Yes, definitely. Considering we wanted a small school with 88 students per year group,
Right.
We actually have over 100 students signed up to our school. Last October on the deadline, we had 194 people who signed up for our school. That is 194 people who believed in a vision without a building, without teachers, without exam results. So now that we have a building, we have teachers, I would request that parents who've taken their children to year 6 now, come and visit us, make an appointment if it's not during an open day. If it's an open day, walk in. Our information will be in the Tower Hamlets brochure, and we've got leaflets and banners out advertising our information. Speak to our staff, speak to our students, and they will be the ambassadors for our school, because my commitment is that we want to be the #1 school in Tower Hamlets, and we will work very hard until we get there.
That's very, very good. Now, I have to make a comment about your lovely colored uniform, both of you. Do you like your uniform color? Yeah? What about you? Yeah? Okay. I know you mentioned already a couple of things, and you said you went to a special educational visit today, isn't it? Where did you go to?
So we basically went to a Ragged School Museum.
Wow.
So basically, when you go there, like it basically like gives you a taste of how the children in the Victorian times were taught.
Very good. It's a part of history as well as you can link with English as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a beautiful place to see a lot of things happen, many, many years ago, yeah, in Victorian time. That's very good. So are you waiting to go to one of the educational visits? You missed that opportunity, isn't it? Yeah? Okay. So apart from art and English, I'm going to ask you, Sahiba, what else did you enjoy today? Okay, how many friends did you make?
I don't know, I made a few friends.
Okay. Did you play any with them, or did you have a chat about something?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We
Go on.
we just talked about like how the day was and
Very good, very good. So did you have a particular place to sit and mingle together with friends after the lesson? Well, maybe the first day today, so you didn't have a chance to go around. Maybe in a couple of days' time you get used to this system, isn't it? Because sometimes new rooms, new classroom, yeah? New building, yeah? Now, one thing I would like to ask you. You said you are also a Quran Hafiz as well, isn't it? Yeah? You finished at the age of 10, yeah? So how do you feel about that? That's one of the very good passions, isn't it?
I feel really proud.
Very good? Good.
Yeah.
Ashid Bhai. Now, I know you said about the students, you've been successful. What about, sometimes there are questions about free schools, they employ unqualified teachers. I know in the past you mentioned your teachers, and also Chair of Governance mentioned excellent teachers. So how do you ensure our parents, the teachers are teaching students, they are excellent teachers?
Okay. What I can tell you is all my teachers are very experienced. My maths teacher was an advanced skills teacher. My science teacher was an advanced skills teacher who's also been an assistant head. My English teacher has been teaching for 8 years in Kent. So I have gone out to recruit the best teachers available to come in and provide the best education to our students. Every single teacher in a classroom will be a qualified teacher. On some cases, they will be supported by experts. So for example, on one of our enrichment activities, we'll be doing boxing. So I don't want a teacher who's got a PGC who cannot do boxing and fitness. So I'm going to get a boxing coach to do the boxing with our students, so that they might not be qualified teachers.
Someone has got particular expertise in that
Someone
area.
who's got the expertise, because I know our parents are paying for
Rather than the
experts in-
certificate, isn't
Of
it?
course, definitely. So we need to make sure we get a balance right. So our core subjects, we've got the finest teachers available. Our other subjects, we've got qualified teachers teaching, and we will enhance that with the use of experts and coaches.
That's very, very good. Chair of Governor Shahjahan Alam, in your brochure, I just looked, it says parents will play an important part in the development and success of our school. So how do you involve parents in school day-to-day activities?
So for a start, you've already met one of our parent governors,
Yeah.
and we will have another parent governor, and the new parents will get an opportunity to sort of get a chance to become a parent governor. And also we have a lot of consultations pre-opening, but post-opening we will encourage parents to come in and talk about what's happening to their child and so on. Now, that's one of the commitments that we had when we built the vision, was parental engagement is a key thing for us in terms of ensuring the success of the children, basically. So you've got the parent governors will have the main sort of that will be the main route, and we have a lot of engagement activities that Ashid can go into in terms of how the school will allow the local community, including parents, to access our facilities, basically.
Maybe Ashid Bhai, you can,
Right.
you can
What we
mention
also
about
have is we will get our parents to set up a parents forum, so that on a regular basis they can meet our senior staff.
that. In other schools, they're called PTA or something.
That's Parents Teacher Association, where they used to raise money for the school.
I
In
see.
my case, I want to use that forum as a way of consulting the parents on how we can further improve our school.
Right.
So parents will come in, they'll tell us what they like, we'll carry on building on that. They'll tell us what they don't like, and we will try and get rid of this or improve on this. Okay. Furthermore, as a school which is delivering a project-based curriculum, every half term we will invite parents to come in and look at the exhibitions of people's work. I don't think that's something that other schools are doing, so that will be something unique that's coming in into Tower Hamlets, and maybe other schools can follow, because it's really, really important that parents are really engaged, apart from just once a year on Parents' Evening. Because once a year on Parents' Evening, the children who do well, their parents come in to give them a pat on the back, and the children who are not doing well, their parents stay away from school. I want to change that trend and make sure that parents feel that this is their school by having lots of opportunities to come and visit the school.
What about inviting them in the assembly, different special assemblies in school? You have like for celebration or different kind of celebration happen throughout the year. It may be during the time of Eid or Christmas or other kind of celebration, or children's work, celebrating children's work.
Of course, definitely. We will bring parents in to come in to our awards evening, to some of our cultural events, to contribute to sharing the diversity that we have, the rich, diverse community that we live in Tower Hamlets, so that parents can come in and educate our children about that. Because the experience that they have is far greater than what they can, children can learn from textbooks. So it's really important that we bring parents in and the wider community to contribute to our school.
That's very good. On that note, we'll take a call. Assalamu alaikum, you're live on Air 18 Bangla UK. Hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
It's Nur Islam calling from Oldham.
Yes, please. Go ahead with your
I'm just going
comment.
to keep it short and brief. I just want to say good luck to Mr. Ashid Ali. He's worked extremely hard throughout the last couple of years, and uniform, the building, etc., everything looks fantastic. So may Allah make it a very big success, inshallah.
Thank
and
you
I'm
very
sure
much.
it will be.
Thank you. We appreciate your call. Thank you. Now, Shah Mustafid and Sahiba. Yeah. A lot of students, they like sports. Yeah. Physical activities. And also your principal mentioned about, yeah, he has employed expert, like they'll be teaching you like coaches, different kind of sports. So what sport do you like?
I like football.
What about you? Yeah? Football? Not many girls like football, no? How many of your friends, they like football, girls?
I don't know.
You don't know, you haven't asked them. Yeah? So do you have a football pitch in your school?
Not yet.
Not yet. It will be maybe in the future because you just started off, isn't it? Yeah? How many students in your class?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. You haven't counted. First day. You're a bit tired, isn't it? Yeah? What about yours?
I don't know.
You don't know. You haven't counted. How many people did you talk to today? Go on, tell me.
About 10.
You went out, so definitely you went out. You talked to 10 people, yeah? Did you say 10
Yeah, in my class.
in your class? Good. So did you find anybody from your previous primary school or
Yeah, I
someone
found,
you have already known?
yeah, I found some people that I used to go to the class with them.
All right, that's very good. What about you?
No.
No? So you have to make new friends, isn't it? I mean, this is like life from primary to secondary transition because when people go to secondary school, they make new friends, isn't it? Chair of Governor Shahjahan Alam. Now, I'm going to ask you the same question to your principal, obviously, both of you, this particular question. There are issues, some issues, I'm not saying about free school in some places. Recently, we know in Birmingham, and I think other part of this country, something happened. Ofsted and the government had to intervene for investigation, and still is going on. There are negative things about some free schools. They are not operating properly. Obviously, the public funded, well, government is funding them, but if the money is not used properly, and if they are not providing the balanced curriculum, it's a big question. So what do you think? And how do you ensure that your school would not fall into that category?
Okay, so this is where governance really comes into play. This is why the governors are there. Now, governors are there to have oversight and control of the leadership of the school to ensure that they are delivering the vision, basically. That they are that the school's finances are being spent in the right way. Now, it's all well and good having a set of governors and saying that you're doing that, but what we've got is we've got a group of governors that have a very diverse background. Okay, so we have people from the city working here. We have lawyers, we have doctors, and so on. And why I got involved was basically because my firm belief is that the failure of any institution is usually down to governance. If the governance is not right. So it's having diversity and also transparency. So it's about being absolutely clear about how money is spent and on what issues. And having an audit trail. Sounds boring, but it's really, really important. So if you have any situation where you sort of don't know where money is being spent, and on top of that, the governing body do not have oversight over that, then you can face problems. The other area, the diversity helps, and transparency
maybe the diversity
helps.
part we'll listen, we'll take a call first.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure,
I'll come
sure.
to you, and maybe I'll listen from Ashid Ali as well. Assalamu alaikum, you are live on air at ATN Bangla UK. Do you have any comments or question to the panel? Hello? Hello? Can you put your TV volume down completely, please, before you speak? After TV
hello?
Ji. We are listening to
Hello?
you. Please, go ahead with your comment. আপনার টিভি ভলিউমটা একটু কমিয়ে দিন প্লিজ আমরা শুনছি আপনি কথা বলুন
This is Ashid Ali's family from Oldham, and we'd like to say we're very
Welcome to
proud
the
of
program.
him.
Yes, go ahead. Have you got any comments?
And the uniform looks fantastic, and we hope he does a good job.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your call. Sorry, diversity, I stopped there.
Yeah, so why diversity is important is when we're looking at what is being taught in our schools, the oversight needs to have a diverse input, so that if there are certain biases emerging and those biases are moving away from what we think being a civilian in the UK and what that means, what those responsibilities are, then there'll be someone on the group that will basically say, okay, I don't agree with that. By diversity, I mean we have people from different backgrounds. So we have white British people,
Right.
we have male and female, okay? We have parents represented, we have teachers representation, we have representation from the local community, so we have a community governor as well. So all of this is a way of ensuring that those things that happened, and by the way, the majority of schools are doing well.
Right.
It's those few schools that are giving
On that
a bad
note,
name.
definitely, I agree with you on one point, because I can see the result of one of the academy. They started 2012, London Academy of Excellence in Stratford. They did wonderful result. They have got special connection with Eton College. Is one of the 8 independent schools, and that school did so well and partnered with this particular, Eton College. And now they are in a position, they will only ask students for, they're doing A levels, like they ask for 5 A's or A star. You have to get GCSE to apply for the particular schools. In 2 years' time, they have achieved a lot. What do you think about this?
Right. I'm really pleased that London School of Excellence has done really well, because they are targeting the very brightest students and giving them opportunities to go into Oxbridge, which is fantastic, because there is a need for that. We need to make sure that people of East London, whether it's from Tower Hamlets or Newham, go into that school and have the opportunity to transform their lives by going to Oxbridge. But however, we have to look at the mass. The mass in our case is people who want to go to a local university, people who want to pursue careers. This morning, when I was talking about my journey, I asked the students in assembly, what do they want to be in 10, 15, 20 years' time? I had people saying they want to be lawyers, doctors, actors, authors, football players. So we've got highly ambitious students, and it's important that we work with them, whether they get into these elite schools and colleges or not. We need to make sure that they pursue higher education, go to university, and get into the, good jobs. In particular, we're aiming to get our children to work in the City of London, because that's where the money is. And we want our children to be able to work hard, get the money, have a nice lifestyle afterwards. Something else that I want to pick up on is, in terms of free schools, the vast majority of free schools are doing really well. In terms of good and outstanding schools, they're actually above the state sector average. And again, something that our Chair of Government touched on, we're trying to have transparency. We invited representations from the local authority of Tower Hamlets to send somebody to our governing body, and they did not respond to that. So from day one, we wanted to have that. In the coming weeks, I will be meeting the head of education services of Tower Hamlets, and she has returned to have a meeting with me. So we want, because we are teaching children at Tower Hamlets, we want Tower Hamlets population to embrace our school, work with us, and tell us how we can improve. And because I think we're in a unique position where parents will want to have that extra choice, because at the moment the choice is very limited, because you've got a number of single-sex schools still in Tower Hamlets, number of faith schools in Tower Hamlets, very few mixed schools. And one more advantage that we have as a local school for local people is these are our pioneers. They haven't got any older children, so they are going to work with me to make sure that we make this the best students, and they will go to into the history of our school.
Fantastic. Shah Mustafiz Ahmed, I would say goodbye to you now, but before saying goodbye, would you like to say anything about your school to the audience, those who are watching the program today? Something good about your school you can tell the audience, they will listen from you. No? Maybe the first day today, isn't it? Yeah. You are still thinking, yeah? Okay, that's very good. So we'll say goodbye to you and have a good future and all the best, yeah? Maybe in the future we'll invite you again to come and talk about your school, more about your experience, yeah? সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, প্রোগ্রামের এই পর্যায়ে আমাদেরকে একটা বিরতিতে যেতে হবে। বিরতির পর আবার দেখা হচ্ছে, আমাদের সাথেই থাকবেন। সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, বিরতির পর আবার এডুকেশন আওয়ারে আমরা কথা বলছি। আমাদের আজকের টপিক ফ্রি স্কুল লন্ডন এন্টারপ্রাইজ একাডেমি। আপনারা জানেন, আমরা বলেছি প্রোগ্রামের প্রথমেই যে টাওয়ার হ্যামলেটসে একটা নতুন ফ্রি স্কুল সেকেন্ডারি স্কুল ওপেন হয়েছে, আজকে থেকে শুরু হয়েছে তাদের কার্যক্রম। ইয়ার 7 থেকে ওরা চালু হয়েছে, ওনারা চালু করেছেন। স্কুলটার নাম হলো লন্ডন এন্টারপ্রাইজ একাডেমি। ওনারা ইতিপূর্বে আমাদের প্রোগ্রামে এসেছিলেন। আজ আমরা কথা বলছি স্কুলের প্রিন্সিপাল, উনি কথা বলতেছেন, চেয়ার অফ গভর্নর, আমাদের আরেকজন প্যারেন্ট গভর্নর এবং স্টুডেন্টদের সাথে কথা বলছি। তো আমাদের সাথে আবার জয়েন করলেন প্যারেন্টস গভর্নর রহিমা আলী জেপি। রহিমা আলী জেপি, ওয়েলকাম টু দ্য প্রোগ্রাম এগেইন। আপনারা আমি সিলেটিয়ে জিকাই একটু আমরা বিওর লাগে হোক, আমরা অনেক মানুষ ওয়াচ করি কেন যে আমরা যে প্যারেন্ট, আপনার স্কুলের যে ভিশন, আপনার যে প্যারেন্টের ইনভলভমেন্ট, আপনার যে ভাল লাগছে স্কুলটা, আপনার মেয়ে আছে আপনার গালাত সাহিবার আপনি দিছেন, সো আমরা একটু বাংলায় হোক যে আপনার কিতা ভাল লাগছে এবং খেনে ভাল লাগছে, আর খেনে বাচ্চাইনতে অন্য স্কুলে না গিয়া আপনার স্কুলে দিব।
I think definitely সবচেয়ে বড় জিনিস হয়েছে গিয়া আরও বাই আপনারা অলরেডি হইয়া হারছেন ইংলিশের মাঝে যে বিল্ডিং না থাকার সহিতে অনেক প্যারেন্টস সাইন আপ করছেন যে আমার বাচ্চারা ও স্কুলত দিতাম সেনে বিকজ যে ব্রোচার দেখানি হয়েছে ও ব্রোচার মাঝে লেখা আছিল কোন ধরনের পড়াশোনা হইব, কোন ধরনের টিচার রাখা হইব, বাচ্চাইন্তরে খিলা রাখা হইব, ও ভিশনের উপরে ওটা দেখিয়া আমরা সারা প্যারেন্টসে মনে করছি না ডেফিনেটলি এই স্কুলটা আমার বাচ্চার লাগি বেস্ট ভালো হইব। অনেক জিনিস আছে যে স্কুলের মাঝে রিস্ট্রিক্টেড থাকে, যেমন ফর এক্সাম্পল কারিকুলাম যেটা আছে ফ্রি স্কুলের মাঝে, ফ্রি স্কুল একটা মানে নাই যেনে ফর এক্সাম্পল অন্য স্কুলের মাঝে আপনারা 3,000-4,000 পাউন্ড দেওয়া লাগে, একটা স্কুল কমপ্লিটলি ফ্রি, ফ্রি স্কুল একাডেমি কমপ্লিটলি ফ্রি। ফার্স্ট স্কুল ওলা নাকি হয়েছে যে ডিফারেন্ট সাবজেক্টস তাইনে পড়াইবা, সেম সাবজেক্টস ইংলিশ, ম্যাথস, রিলিজিয়াস এডুকেশন, জিওগ্রাফি, হিস্ট্রি, সায়েন্স যেগুলো আপনি চাইবা এই স্কুলের মাঝে পড়ানি হইব। এর পরেতে তাইনে আর কি ডিফারেন্ট কারিকুলাম আছে, ডেফিনেটলি হালাল ফুড। আর এখান নাই যেন স্কুল খালি শুধু বাঙালি মানুষের জন্য, আমরা গেছে ডেফিনেটলি সোমালি মানুষ আসেন, ডেফিনেটলি অন্য নন মুসলিমস আসেন, আমরা ডেফিনেটলি আরব মানুষ আসেন, বাচ্চারা আইসেন। সো স্কুল ইজ ওপেন, মানে
ইসলামিক স্কুল না, এটা একটা ব্রিটিশ নরমাল স্কুল।
একটা মানুষের ধারণা জেনে না একটা স্কুল শুধু ইসলামিক স্কুলের মতন, বাট একটা ডেফিনেটলি ইসলামিক স্কুল না, একটা হচ্ছে গিয়া মেইন স্কুলের মতো, যে কোনো সেকেন্ডারি স্কুলের মতো ওলান সবটা আপনারা ফরানি হইব।
টাওয়ার হ্যামলেটসের মানুষে অন্য স্কুলে যে ফ্যাসিলিটিস পাইরা, যেমন নামাজ পড়ার ফ্যাসিলিটি পাইরা, নামাজের রুম পাইরা, হালাল খানি পাইরা, এটাও পাইবা।
একটা হচ্ছে গিয়া আপনার ইচ্ছা মতো। আজকে যদি আমার বাচ্চা হয় যেনে তাই নমাজ পড়তা চাইবা, ইনশাল্লাহ নমাজ পড়োকা। যদি তাই নমাজ পড়ই না, একটার মাঝে নাই যেনে টিচার হলতে কইবা নো ইউ হ্যাভ টু গো, আপনার গিয়া পড়া লাগবো। এটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে থানোর ইচ্ছার উপরে, এটা তো অন্য কেউর উপরে না। এর উপরে দিয়েও অনেক মানুষে কইছেন যে বিকজ এনরিচমেন্ট কারিকুলাম আলাদা একটা আছে যে এতটা কেন নেই, আপনি 3টা সাবজেক্ট আপনার পছন্দ মতো চুজ করিয়া পড়তে পারবা। সো ফর এক্সাম্পল আমার বাচ্চায় নিজের ইচ্ছা মতো চুজ করছেন ইসলামিক কালচার, এর বাদে আরবিক ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ, অ্যান্ড what did you choose? What's the other one? Boxing. Olan, I think creative art, creative arts বা ও ধরনের কিছু আছে, সো ড্রামাও আছে, আর্টস আছে সবগুলা। সো যেটা আপনার ইচ্ছা মতো, একটু হচ্ছে গিয়ে স্কুল বাদে, সো ফ্রম আই থিঙ্ক 10 to 4
সায়েন্স শিকার পাশাপাশি হতাও
ওগুলা, বাট ও একটা হচ্ছে গিয়া অ্যাডিড বোনাস, মানে যে আপনি যদি আপনার বাচ্চারে ইসলামিক কালচার বা আরবিক ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ শিখাইতে, তো আরোখানে গিয়া আপনি দেরিয়া পয়সা দেওয়া লাগলো না। এই স্কুলের মাঝে আপনি যদি চাইলে আপনার বাচ্চারে, ইয়েস ইট ইজ ইয়োর চয়েস, আপনার বাচ্চার চয়েস, প্যারেন্টসর চয়েস যদি দিতা চাইন, ইট ইজ নট কেউ জোরে করিয়া কইছে না আপনার পড়া লাগবো।
ধন্যবাদ। উই হ্যাভ এ ভেরি ইয়াং কলার অন দ্য লাইন। হ্যালো, আসসালামু আলাইকুম, গুড ইভিনিং, ইউ আর লাইভ অন এয়ার ATN বাংলা UK. Hello caller. Hello, speak up.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you.
Who are you?
Good luck
What's your name?
to my dad.
Yes, you can talk to your dad. Who is your dad? Sit next to me.
Raise your hand.
Yes, please. Okay. So would you like to
Hello?
say something?
Good luck.
Thank you. I like these 2 words, good luck. Very, very good. Ashid Ali, you are the principal of the school. Obviously, you had a lot of responsibility since 2 years. You have been working so hard to establish this with your governors, chair of governors, the parents and students. You had a tester sessions. You had different open mornings, open evening, and provided a lot of talk and facilities for the parents. and you established this school from today. Obviously, it started this journey. So, we'd like to hear from you today, the day, and also would like to see some pictures, photographs you have taken today.
Okay, fantastic. This morning, I was quite worried because when I was walking down about 8:15, I couldn't see any of our purple blazers. And then suddenly between 8:35...
Well, I can see this London Enterprise Academy, the building, yes?
Yes.
Go ahead.
These are our staff. We've got very mixed, experienced staff. The students working away in their classes are in that photograph. This was a taster day when the students were taking part in an enterprise challenge in groups to build the tallest tower. We are trying to promote, in terms of our students, to work in groups. That's my very experienced leadership team. We're going to shape the vision of the school with the governors.
Some DT activity maybe?
Again, this was an enterprise challenge, so students from all backgrounds working together. That was a parents meeting that we had in March. These were some of the taster sessions that we did on Saturday mornings, again for free, to help the students to increase their SATs results. This was a visit this morning that they had to the Ragged School Museum. Here's our fantastic ICT facilities. What is not in the picture is all of our students will get a free iPad that they will use in school and use at home as well. And all the iPads are logged in their name, Sahiba, so there's one for you as well. And here's images from the History Museum looking at how school was like in 1884. Students doing a test in class so that we can work out their aptitude. You can clearly see that the class size is not 30, it's more close to us 20.
And the same picture.
Shahiba will actually be going tomorrow. So I hope she looks forward to that tomorrow. That's the assembly, and every single student came in.
Assembly this morning, assembly.
This morning, yes. I was really impressed to see the uniform, the positive attitude that the students had, and I hope that enthusiasm carries on. This is break time using indoor space. There is an outdoor space that students will use, so they do have large open spaces for them to socialize during break times.
So this is very, very good, London Enterprise Academy. Now, you have a long list of vision. I have looked at your prospectus. So can you sum up some of the visions? I know you talked about lots of the few, so it would be good for our parents.
It is, first and foremost, আমরা প্রথম উদ্দেশ্য আছে যাতে সবচেয়ে ভালো লেখাপড়া দিয়া ও দেশের qualification দিয়া ও দেশের তারা ভালো চাকরি করতে পারেন, where they get well paid jobs. Okay? তারপর আমরা ফয়লাত আমরা লাগছি যে ইংলিশ ব্যাকালরিয়েট কারিকুলাম আমরা প্রমোট করব আমরা স্কুলে, ওখানে গভর্নমেন্টে স্যার যে সকল স্কুলে ইংলিশ ব্যাকালরিয়েট দিত। আমরা জানলাম যে যেগুলো স্ট্রঙ্গার কোয়ালিফিকেশন, ডিফিকাল্ট কোয়ালিফিকেশন, এগুলো আমরা ফয়লাতে আরম্ভ করতাম। তারপর আমরা একটা জিনিস আছে সোশ্যাল ব্যাকালরিয়েট, আমরা স্টুডেন্টস সকলতে কমিউনিটি ইনভলভ করতাম, ওয়ার্কিং উইথ দ্য এনভায়রনমেন্ট, ওয়ার্কিং উইথ দ্য এলডারলি পিপল, দ্য হোমলেস পিপল, ওয়ার্কিং উইথ লেস ফর্চুনেট যারা গরিব আছেন বিভিন্ন দেশও বা যে সময় হয়তো ডিজাস্টার হয় তাহলে সাহায্য করা। Because from a young age, we want to give them a broad and balanced curriculum. That is not just about exams. Exams is important, but becoming a civilized human being is also very important.
Yeah.
So these are all part of our vision. And again, Rahima mentioned that we do have small class sizes. It's a small school ethos, and we will maintain this as a school.
Good. Rahima Ali JP. So did you take any role on board, because there are parents sometimes different area they look after. So do you have an area yet, or are you looking forward to have an area? I know you are working with governors, other governors, chair of governor, principal.
Yeah.
But do you have a particular area to look after?
We do. I mean, I think what's been really good is the development of the governing body. So bit by bit, everybody's taking a responsibility on something. So I'm actually fortunate to be part of the curriculum committee.
Fantastic.
So within the school itself. So you've got the finance side of it, and the curriculum is one of the most important ones to make sure that it's moving in the right direction. So myself and a few other governors will be overseeing, the curriculum committee. We would hopefully be going into the classrooms to see how the teaching is, whether or not it's following protocol, whether or not we feel there might be improvements, etc. So there's always going to be some form of governance around the whole thing. So in terms of whether it's teaching within the classes, outside, how the students are interacting with the teachers, that is something that we will closely be monitoring and looking at, and that's what's going to develop the school. So in the first year, I think our huge task is to make sure teachers, students, parents, the governing body, the head feels, the principal feels as though he's being supported through all of us. And that's something that we're looking to do and improve. And I think one of the other things that was really good from the local authority, the governors actually did also receive training around how the governing body should be. So in terms of us as governors, we're also looking to develop ourselves to see how we can best
Like
support
governing,
the school.
the training for the governors, or
That is important because obviously we've got different individuals with different backgrounds.
Right.
You know, we might not always know about what a governor needs to do or how we can support the principal or the teachers or the students.
Right.
So again, like everybody else, we need that kind of training, and it has been quite fortunate that we have received that, and it's an ongoing thing that the governors will also have.
on that note, I will take a call. Assalamu alaikum, good evening. You are live on air at ATN Bangla. Any comments or any question to the panel?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Assalamualaikum.
Go ahead with your comments. We are listening.
Walaikum salam. Good evening, sir. Well, actually, I would like to know,
Please.
Tower Hamlet, is there any grammar schools we have? I don't think so, right?
Okay. You are asking about the grammar school in Tower Hamlets. As far as I know,
Yeah.
there is no grammar school in Tower. Would you like to say something, please, about this?
There is no grammar school in Tower Hamlets. I am a believer of comprehensive education, and I feel it's important that we promote best comprehensive education to our children because they have to live with people from all walks of life. And if you want a grammar school education, you have to look outside the authority.
So, Principal Ashid Ali answered the question. Yes, there is no grammar school in Tower Hamlets. Hiba, tomorrow you have a happy day, like one of your friends he was here before Mustahid. Now, are you looking forward to tomorrow's educational visit? Do you know where you're going to?
Like it's
So what particular thing are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to seeing all the equipment and things they used a long time ago before now for school.
Good. This is very good. Shahjahan Alam, it says in your prospectus, very special question, why is London Enterprise Academy special? I know we've talked about a lot of things. So can you give us some point that makes your school very special?
Well, our school is about giving the best education to the students possible. Now, it's how we do that and how we go about doing that. As Rashid mentioned and Rahima mentioned, it's about giving children the life skills to succeed in life. So that's academic skills, very, very important for us. It's also about engaging with the community. It's also about the academic skills being the right skills. So not just concentrating on getting English and maths and going up the league tables, but for the school, but making sure that they get a balanced curriculum. And we have STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, mathematics. These are the skills of the future. These are the skills that employers want. And I know this because, and many of my governors, we come from the city, we come from big businesses. There is a shortage of those skills, basically. The other thing is...
we'll listen to other things. Can I just take one last call, probably? Assalamu alaikum, good evening. You are live on air at ATN Bangla UK. Any comments, or do you have any comments or any question to the panel? Hello? Oh, we lost the caller. Sorry.
Okay.
Carry on.
So the other thing is it's a small school ethos, which we've said before, and that means we can have a more individual approach to learning for children. The teachers will get to know the children and their development areas, etc. So these are all really sort of differentiators, I think, for us. The other thing is, as I said right at the beginning, it's a blank canvas, right? We don't have any legacy issues. We have recruited really, really good teachers who are enthusiastic about our vision, and the reason they joined us, because these teachers could have joined any school, to be honest with you. The reason they joined us is they believe in the vision. They believe that they can make a bigger difference to these children than they could do at other schools because of our setup because we're new.
Thank you very much. We are coming towards the end of the program. So, Rahima Ali JP, what would you like to say to the parents? Those that are watching the program they might be interested next year, and those children, their children may be coming to your year 7 next year.
I think
You can say in English and in Bengali as well at the same time.
I think one of the biggest things is, we've had a long journey, and I've actually been privileged to be a part of it. So it's been a while, taken quite a long time from coming from there to get to here. But inshallah, we've moved forward quite a lot. And I think I would say the students, I know Tantano Lagi, it's the first day. First day Tantano Lagia. অনেক জিনিস আমরা করার বাকি আছে সো আমরা হইতাম না জেনে ইয়েস আমরা সবটা জানি আমরা খিলা চলতাম কোনানো আমরা যাইরাম নো আমরা রইছে গিয়া দ্য বিগেস্ট থিং স্কুলের লাগি ইজ প্যারেন্টসর মতামত প্যারেন্টসে কিতা চাইরা এখন কিতা চাইবা আগে দি গিয়া কিতা চাইবা এটা আমরা লাগি ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট আমার লাগি ইম্পর্টেন্ট বিকজ আমি যদি মনে করতাম না যে প্যারেন্টর ভিউজ এই স্কুলের মাঝে জড়িত নাই দেন ডেফিনেটলি আমার মেয়েরে আমি দিলাম না নে আমার আরও ইনশাল্লাহ আমার আরও মেয়ে আসুন আর আমার আরও ছেলে আসুন অলরেডি আমার প্ল্যান যে ইনশাল্লাহ ইন 2 years টাইম আমার নেক্সট মেয়েরে ওখানে দিতাম কেন বিকজ যে ভিশন বর্তমানে দেখলাম আগে দি অনেক করার বাকি আছে সো এখন হইছে গিয়া প্রথম স্টার্ট করছি there's a long way still to go.
That's pretty good. So Ashid Ali, I know you started off today, and as I said, congratulations to you, all the hard work paid off. Now, what would you like to see in your school in 5 years' time, or any special aims or objective for the future?
For me, every single day is very important. 5 years is a long way. I want to make sure that on a daily basis we are delivering outstanding teaching and learning to our students. In 5 years' time, I want the students of London Enterprise Academy to be proud to have that certificate with their name on, to say this is where I got my GCSE education from. Because there are many, many people, including myself, who is not proud to have this certificate with the school's name because I don't think it was a very good school. So I want to make sure I learn from my experiences, and I want our children to be proud to have that certificate, that employers will say, okay, they went to that school, we want to celebrate, we want to encourage them to come to us. You mentioned about Birmingham before. There are thousands of children in Birmingham who are now going to struggle to get jobs, who are going to struggle to get into good universities because of their schools being labelled in a negative way. So I'm going to work flat out to make sure that these children are proud. I want to encourage parents to come to our open days, which are starting in September. First open evening is on Thursday, 25th of September. We're doing a second one on the following Thursday, just to make sure that those parents who miss out can come to our school and they can ask us the questions, find out within the school, and make an informed choice.
Thank you. Sahiba, I know some students are probably watching the program, as well as some parents. So what would you like to say about your school? Just a couple of things. I know you just started today, but still, what experience you have so far? You attended taster session as well as today.
What was good about the taster sessions? Who did you get to meet that you got to see now?
I got to meet lots of people in my taster sessions, and now I'm friends with them now. So.
Okay. Good luck, and good luck for the future. We'd like to see good GCSE in the future in 6 years' time. And what would you like to say to, you are the chair of governor, you are the chair of governor, you have more responsibility managing the school, obviously managing so what would be your final say about your school? And particularly, I would like to ask you this, why parents would choose your school rather than choosing other schools? There are many schools.
So the thing I'd like to say is we've been talking about the journey to here, but this is the beginning of a journey. And as Ashid said it's an everyday commitment.
Yeah.
And the reason why parents should choose this school is because all of the team we have in place is committed to the vision. And that commitment, that level of commitment, I haven't seen anywhere else. I mean, it's been a privilege working with everyone, with Ashid and so on, in terms of the passion that has been shown. And that passion hopefully translates to good educational outcomes for our children.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ashid Ali, Principal, London Enterprise Academy, and thank you, Shahjahan Alam, Chair of Governors, London Enterprise Academy, and thank you, Rahima Ali JP, parent governor, London Enterprise Academy, and lovely student Sahiba. Your full name Sahiba Rahman. ওকে, সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, আমরা কথা বললাম আজকে ফ্রি স্কুল নিয়ে, বিশেষ করে যে স্কুলটা নতুন ওপেন হয়েছে আজকে থেকে টাওয়ার হ্যামলেটসে, সেকেন্ডারি স্কুল লন্ডন এন্টারপ্রাইজ একাডেমি। তো আমাদের এই যে স্কুল, যেটা পার্টিকুলার যে স্কুলের ব্যাপারে কথা বললাম, সেটা ইয়ার 7 থেকে এই বছর আজ শুরু হলো তাদের যাত্রা। তো আপনারা শুনলেন প্রিন্সিপাল, চেয়ার অফ গভর্নর, প্যারেন্টস গভর্নর এবং স্টুডেন্টদের কথা। আমাদের প্রোগ্রাম দেখার জন্য ধন্যবাদ, এবং যারা ফোন করেছেন, ফোন করে আপনাদের মতামত দিয়েছেন, তাদেরকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। আগামী প্রোগ্রাম দেখার আমন্ত্রণ জানিয়ে বিদায় নিচ্ছি। সুন্দর থাকবেন, ভালো থাকবেন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম, শুভরাত্রি।